We good to go now? I think we are. Let's start from the level 11 save.
Sure is a lot of gold lying around out there.
Giving it a little frame test. Dropping the ball a little bit. But that is fine. Ah, shit. We keep being diligent and restocking too early. We don't need to save. Stop it. Get help.
Okay,
Get punched.
here goes. Multiple times. My divine flame.
Weak to fire.
Fire should work. Just leave it to me.
We got upgraded fire for so we can burn a shit ton of power at once to do
We won't lose to you.
a strong attack. Though that said, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Using break gauge for me is mostly for healing.
Frozen shift. Let's get him. Ready? Prepare yourself. Jade luminescence. Who's next?
Because
Ready?
this is a little bit. I think this is a little bit beyond standard difficulty.
Are you all right?
What difficulty do I have it on? System settings. We're at moderate, so we're a little bit above. That might be another thing of why fights are seemingly a little bit harder, is because I am on slightly above normal difficulty.
I shall protect everybody.
Ready? Strike! Ready?
But that said,
Earthborn!
Versatile at ranged attacks.
Rising Sand! Echo Shock! Eat this!
Keep the crap out of it.
Rock Winner!
I'm getting a wee bit focused, even though this is just a basic fight, and I'm totally overkilling it.
Well, that's a wrap.
Like, we're slightly above standard difficulty. And Tales games, they really do like you using your items. Which I will... If that's one thing I kind of like about the game, is that I will not be item hoarding. I can guarantee you that. It's not gonna be like late game Kingdom Hearts, where it's like I have 50,000 potions and ethers.
Ready? No escape! It's over! No escape!
Which I like playing those games on Proud and
Well done,
Critical
everyone.
mode. Proud mode for KH1, Critical mode for, you know, the games with it. It's like...
What's that?
So it's not even like... That's funny. So it's not even like I play those games on like the inherently easy difficulty. But, you know, you just don't use a whole lot of your items. Ether's a little bit less so in that.
Counting on you, Lila!
I do like using mage builds, and I do run out of ether quickly, but but I'd only really need an ether in a boss fight.
Ready? How's this? Not yet.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's get him. It's over. Hang on, everyone. Go on board. May your soul burn. Strike.
I can get changed without making a sound.
Again, that's a weird boast. Though in that armor, it would be a little bit harder. I guess that would be a feat of dexterity to not make any sound while unequipping armor. I'm going through and
Let's get him.
purposefully
It's over. Not yet.
purposefully hitting some of these fights just because I need the XP. It is apparent that I might be a little bit underleveled.
Well done, everyone.
At the very least. Because we're fighting things in the mid-level 30s, so I wonder, I think the difficulty does lower XP, and if I'm not having a challenge anyways, for these normal fights, I'm gonna switch it to normal difficulty. Go switch to normal difficulty, see if that does any. Well, let's do a compare and contrast. I'm gonna go up, go fight.
Saray, I'm counting on you.
Come forward. Be gone. Burn.
Double demon fang.
Strike. Darn it.
Lord of water. Eyes on the prize.
Lord of fire.
Fire should work.
Burn.
Just leave it to me.
Rain of
Son
fire.
of a
No escape. Purgatory of flame.
Take out Therians who use arts with hidden arts. Breakdown. Azure
Rain of fire. Burning shards. Pillars of flame. Hang on, everyone. Go forward. Burning echo.
I don't know when Burning Echo would.
Do you think a day when Seraphim and humans can coexist will come?
They can't even see us.
But what if they could?
They still can't hear us.
Well, what if they could see and hear us too?
We have different values.
Oh, right.
That's a good point.
Ah, shit, I didn't pay attention to the XP. Okay, what are, like, enemies that I'll find two of a kind of? With relative ease. Okay, we got a slug. I don't see too many of those. There are two birds. We actually got a unique skin.
Shall
I was
we
paying
go?
attention to that and completely forgot the objective.
No escape. Let's get him. Sweet. Not yet. Strike. Sweet dreams. You were quite strong.
So
But
we
we're no
got
pushovers either.
88 XP. Now we're gonna switch the battle difficulty to moderate. And then we're gonna go fight the other enemy and see if there's like a discernible difference. If it's like a little bit of XP, then
I shall protect everyone. Water.
this is a different fight anyways.
How's this?
So it's not even gonna be an
Be gone.
accurate
No
total.
escape. How's this? All right. Be gone. Yeah. Tiger blade.
Wonderful.
Earth dragon fang. Sonic flurry. Ready? Earth dragon fang. Sword flare. No escape. How's this? Yeah. Blade bang. Let's keep it up. Sonic flurry.
I actually like that move. I think that's a relatively
That's
new
the
one.
end of that.
181. That is not a good scale though. Gonna see if the other enemy respawned. Bird, are you back? I need your birdiness so I can test to see I want to test XP values. So I know if I'm... I want to know efficient grinding. I want to hook up with the guy efficiently. How do I grind good? That is just an odd place for a save point. There's like two right next to each other. Oh, might as well just like tap it. Just so I know that I touched it. That's a big boy. Maybe it's for that. Maybe it's just like, hey, there's a save point just in case you're gonna fucking try it. As the bird respawned, I'm burning a lot of time just testing XP game.
I prepared the bottles.
Thank you, Mikleo. You're a doll. Bird detected. And just like in real life, when I see a bird, I must charge.
I shall protect everyone.
Okay, so this should be a roughly similar amount of XP.
Not yet. Hang on, everyone. Well done.
Ah, some fuckers spawned in.
Sonic Flurry.
I want a controlled test.
It's over. Looks like we win.
A bit more XP, but that's not good scale because some fuckers spawned in. I just want a controlled test to see if I level faster with a slightly higher difficulty. I know the much higher difficulty, it actually does say that there's an XP deficit. But as for the slightly higher one, I want to know what the incentive is. Because with the like lower XP gain, the drop rates were better. It's like, let's actually take a look. Yeah. Quality of dropped items increases slightly. Oh, okay. So receive less experience but more gold. So it's like, at higher difficulties, you're going to be leveling slower, but on the flip side, you're going to be getting a lot of money. But I want to know if there's an XP difference. So, fight me, bird, and don't spawn any new... God damn it! You had one job. Oh my god, I'm being... Game.
Amorphous types are quite unpredictable. Watch out.
Burning shards.
Game. Go. I was worried there. Everything broke for a minute. I'd like to attack the closest enemy. Thank you very much.
Purgatory of flame. Rain of fire. Burning shards. Purgatory of flame.
Now, in my
Vermilion crescent.
recharge.
I better get it together.
Don't let up.
Blood moon. Molten ball. Right. That's the way.
Just got the big AoE.
Purification complete.
I'd like a controlled instance of bloodshed.
Ready, McLeo?
Okay.
Strike! It's over!
As long as nothing else spawns in, this should be a fair judge of
Hang on, everyone!
effort.
How's this? You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
Okay, it might just be negligible. I feel like we've been getting more XP, but that's simply because of XP drop. Additional enemies added. So maybe that's what raises the difficulty. Is maybe things don't even hit harder.
Ready, McLeo?
It's just that it
My divine stream!
Line of fire!
Need backup!
Rain of fire! Right away!
Just leave it to
Purgatory
me!
flame! Release my spring rhapsody! Burning
Burning
shards!
don't die.
Purgatory flame!
Ocean blitz! Binding vortex!
Blood moon!
Molten rock!
Sweet
Take out
dreams!
Syrians who use arts with hidden arts! First! Here goes!
Molten
rock! We're survivors, no matter the odds!
Got the shit kicked out of you, girl. Maybe it would be wise for you to don't talk this shit. I took a power nap before the streaming. Well, that's fucking foreboding. We don't have our seraphim buddies. We're under the presence of an evil domain. Which the last time this happened, we just fucking died instantly. So I'm gonna go against my better judgment and continue walking.
Let's get started! Lightning strike! Fire blade! Let's get out of here!
Please no, Father,
Ready,
no.
everyone?
Use items on myself. Can I not use items on myself?
This doesn't look good.
That did it!
Whoa! Let's get out of here!
We're gonna die. Okay, what are we gonna take a bit of defense. We're survivors game. If the game was if this is supposed to be what you're like, if this is what you're supposed to do, I really do commend the use of this long, winding, just dangerous like tunnel to just try and slink through.
Let's get this over with.
Let's just get out alive!
Ready, everyone?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Like, just trying to slink through in... Like, if this is what you're supposed to do, I kind of... It's like, well, I hope there's not too much of this. I would commend them for something like that. It's like, no, you have to go through the fucking death zone. Ah. The fuck was that? Report into Sergey. Where was Sergey? He was in like... Shit, where was Sergey? Library. Discovery? What? Synopsis? Records? Skills? Is there no map? Do you have like a world map? Ah, there it is. It's just a different button. Sergey. It'd be in like Pendragon, right? Interesting. I want to see the map of it. Oh shit, it dropped our break gauge to 0. We might want that. We might want that back. I didn't know just entering a zone.
Ready? It's over!
Oh, but it's regenerating quick. So maybe we get it back over time.
It's over! Ready? Not bad, not bad. It's over! You know nothing!
What's up? We big dragon!
Current! How's this?
Finished yet!
Fight my enemy!
Yeah, we did
Well,
it!
that's
Done
that.
it! All together now! 1, 2...
So we're going
yeah!
now? Wait,
Oh,
what's
come
our
on,
cue?
guys.
Okay, that... Received 2,250 gold. Man, because you have to have, because so far we've only seen 7 characters, party, and there's, you know, there's the parties of 4, and you have to have Saray in the and you have to have Rose for the second Malik. We don't get any shenanigans like we did in other Tales games where stuff would happen if you were to do all male or all female parties. Like Tales of Symphonia, there's a little thing. There's a title that you would get if you made it for one of the characters for doing an all male party, and then there's a title that I think Rain gets if you do an all-female party. And then there's a couple characters that had
Focus, guys. May your knowledge
that interacted with being surrounded but by those of the other gender, like
too close. It's over. Burn.
Raging tide!
I need a hand.
Sleeping dragon!
Miss me over. Strike the malevolence.
like I think
Breakthrough.
These aliens have high attack power.
Flame.
Gotcha!
Blood moon. Not yet.
it's like I think
Well,
Presea
that's an
and Zelios in Symphonia had a like hey, you can unlock a title for them for just surrounding them with the other gender in a party. So it's like so but yeah, we got none of the shenanigans here because we have to have Saray and we have to have Rose. So, titles and achievements for doing all one way, all another way, or to surround one with another type. You can do the surround one with another. Like surround one male character with 3 female characters shenanigans. You can do that, and you can do it vice versa. But I don't imagine, like, but obviously you wouldn't get anything for it because it's just like the options for party building is a lot more limited in this game. But you know what? That is one thing that it's kind of like that's a bit of a bummer, but it doesn't really impact my view of the game all that much. Not negatively. Where it's like, man, you can't have a party of like Ditch, Rose, have Dazzle and Dazzle, Soray, Edna, Mikleo or something along that nature. Like you do have like slight limitations, but you could, it makes sense lore wise and why you have those limitations. Like if you play Zestiria, the limitations make sense. And this game, it also they hammer it over your head like, hey, no.
Let's get started!
Multiple currents. Strike. Find my enemy. Yeah.
Oh dear, my controller disconnected.
Not yet.
Flame!
Sweet. Sword rain. Howling deluge.
Purging flame surrounds me!
Burst force.
Flame
Blade
fire!
bang. Yeah. Blade
Which
bang.
it makes sense
Sweet
lore
dreams.
wise,
Get 'em.
and it also doesn't like,
Sword hang on, everyone.
Fire pain!
it doesn't
Blade bang. Earth dragon bang.
piss me off mechanically.
Flame surrounds! Lord of water!
Like that said, it's like, I don't necessarily feel as though,
I still got stamina to spare. You guys hanging in there?
like that said, I don't even really think that the party formation really matters that much. Obviously, each character has their own thing. It's like Layla's the full-on caster, Edna places traps, and it's like Edna's like a weird playstyle. I haven't looked too much into Dezel. They probably told me at some point how he works. Miglio's like a short-ranged caster. All of them have a healing option. And then you have Sorey and Rose, which are just like they're bruisers. So it's
Not again. I hate these constant rain showers.
Oh, a shower! We could use the spiritual power of fire to heat up the rain, make it fresh and cleansing. Sounds splendid. Shall we give it a try?
I'm not sure this is what the powers are meant for.
we'll do it anyways.
Shall we go?
Brad.
Lord of Fire! Fire should work.
Hey, simultaneous overkill.
Blade of fire! Pillars of power! Pillars of flame! Light!
Damn it, controller.
Blade of
Please.
fire! Sweet dreams! Looks like we win!
It's like we have to have Sorey and Rose, but honestly, I'd probably have those two up front anyways in a party. Simply because these two are beat sticks, and then you just have 4 casters. Which I have to say, the fact that we have 4 casters, not really... We have 4 casters, all of them with a little bit of emphasis, like a slight, like, we just have 4 casters, and so I'm just like, so this is not what I'd call a balanced party. so the fact that they force you to have the two bruisers at all times, it doesn't even really upset me, because it's like, no, I probably would have wanted Rose also in the... Rose and Sorey in the party, simply because both of... There are only, like, frontliners. The darkness seeping from the
Shepard, there you are.
pavement.
The Church has asked the Emperor to have the Platinum Knights subdued and disbanded. They have been accused of instating a false Shepherd and plotting a rebellion.
That was quick. Do you think they already got word of events in Gadadin?
This is because I got involved.
You're no fake. They're just making up excuses to do what they want.
Go see the captain in the Knight's Tower if you want to know more.
Cardinal Fortin. We can't underestimate her for a second.
Well, I'm ready on my end. Bring it on, Church Lady.
We just call priest that from now on. Listen here, church man. Okay, buddy. Ah, fuck. I didn't know what I did. That's fine. Bye. No. Who will equip this? No. I want these, because they're our lifeline. Honestly, we could just take some panaceas. That will be nice. You already have that. Who uses ribbon ties. It doesn't look... Oh, wait, is that for, Alicia? Will we get Alicia back later? And if we're getting items for her... It's like... Hey there, buddy. He betrayed us turtles. He can't be forgiven. He better be waiting with his heads up from his shell. Oh yeah, I made a new maps. Thanks for the business. Now I can go on my journeys. I wonder if they changed the voices for the turtles in this game because people thought the ones in Zestiria were a little bit annoying. Which, mind you, I didn't necessarily think that about them. I mean, they were a little over the top, but I could see someone getting annoyed by them. The Cardinal
Saray,
has...
Thank goodness you're safe.
Is it true the Cardinal has ordered the suppression of the Knights?
It is. I suspect this letter we received was the last straw.
I, Boris Strelka, have witnessed Cardinal Fortin engaging in an unspeakable ritual. Using vile magic in the holy shrine, the Cardinal is unleashing incessant rains upon Pendrago.
The Cardinal is the one making it rain?
You can't be serious!
Considering the power of her domain, it isn't all that far-fetched.
There are seraphim out there who've moved the continent.
Moved the whole continent?
Saray, let's continue reading.
Cardinal Fortin is the evil behind the ongoing curse of the Empire and its people. Regrettably, I have already fallen prey to the curse of the Cardinal. I entrust the rest to my brother Sergei and my comrades.
If it's come to this, then we have no choice but to fight against the Cardinal.
Saray, where's the Pope?
There's something I need to tell everyone about that, but you might not like it.
I see. So he's not coming back.
I'm sorry for deciding without you.
The Pope isn't coming back? But now what? He was our shield.
We've been betrayed!
It is we, the Knights, who shield the Empire and its people! It is we who shoved our duties onto the Pope! It is we who are to blame for the consequences! Some things we must do ourselves, rather than depend on others.
Hell yeah.
I swear on my lion's sword!
On my lion's sword!
Okay.
Wait! No ordinary humans can hope to take on the Cardinal.
You've
No,
done more than enough.
No singular
I do not wish for
ordinary
you to bear
human.
the same painful
We're a
burden that the
fucking
Pope
army.
had to.
You know, Saray, even if it is for the people, this is still a political battle.
So what if it is?
Well then, how about this? We'll investigate the Cardinal's possible involvement regarding the rain from our end. In the meantime, Sergei and the others can try to convince the Emperor to believe the Knights.
So, ultimately Saray means to fight the Cardinal after all?
Our goal is just to clear up this mystery. Don't you want to know?
Yes,
No.
I do. I'd like to find out if there truly is something causing the rain.
I must apologize. It seems all I can do is put you in danger.
I'm more worried about you. If the Emperor sides with the Cardinal or takes a hands-off approach, either way, you guys are screwed.
If we can convince the Emperor, we should be able to capture the Cardinal.
We'll get him to see the truth, for the people and our comrades.
Boris was Sergei's brother, wasn't he?
He was investigating the Cardinal, and he put his life on the line for it.
Ah,
Sergei
it's
seemed
related
pretty
to the
calm about the whole thing.
to the Ink Dog Man. Son of a bitch. Okay, that was a little bit of a stretch for a joke, but hey, look. Don't worry about it. God, it feels great to do this while I'm actually fucking awake. Like I have a small period of time immediately after getting off of work where I've just been crashing real hard and have to take a nap. Which is probably a sign that, you know, my brutal...
Hey, do we really have to risk our necks out there for something like this?
We should probably say...
I think we do. I don't know about you, though.
Yeah, which I think it's probably a sign that I haven't been getting enough sleep. As my body is forcing me to have more. Which, you know, that's... I mean, that's fair. Ooh, Mabo Cure. You know what? This will be perfect.
What comes after? And the way to break the seal is... Oh my.
Oh, were you actually awake? You can break the seal on an item's skill slot by engaging in sufficient battles with that item equipped.
Huh. Can I assume raising proficiency in that item to 1 star is enough to do the trick?
Yes, there are certain rules governing which skills will be produced by fusion. You can check this before fusion, but know this. If they're skills of the same element, you'll get a different skill from that element. If they're from the same group, you'll get a different skill from that group. If both element and group are different, you'll get a skill whose rarity lies somewhere between the two.
What about when you fuse equipment with sealed skills?
Ah, yes. That's a very important note to consider. Slots with sealed skills count as empty for fusion purposes. Therefore, if you really want to keep a certain skill, but you don't have another item with an empty slot, you can use one with a sealed slot instead to... Really? Sleeping at a time like this?
Gonna have your tutorial broken into pieces. But yeah, we currently have Mabo Curry running through our veins. Which is gonna be real helpful. And we might want to have Edna and Dezel up front because they just have more blast, more break gauge for us to use off of them. And they don't have bad break gauge effects. Like, Edna's and Dezel's aren't bad, because they also deal damage. They're kind of a 2-for-1 deal. And they're both AoEs. Whereas Mikleo and Lilas just have really good, strong healing, but single target.
No guards? This has got to be a trap.
Things are gonna get crazy from here on out.
You said it.
Is that... look... Just this wide array, I don't know why, but I just thought of the absolute shit post from just like, oh wow, up in the rafters, is that Joker from the hit game Smash Brothers? Like, she's just waiting for you to go through the back doors and then she's gonna fucking kill you. Lady Twitter.
Now!
You got it! Yes!
But even so...
This is some malevolence.
Do you think that it could be Maltellus who's possessing the Cardinal?
What did the cat in the bird mask say? Me, owl.
Felt like the domain had been restored for a second.
Are terrible jokes also part of your oath?
I was really proud of that one.
I'm thinking it's not Maltellus.
Deza?
Why?
Are you seriously
Exio
laughing?
was a servant of Musif, one of the 5 lords like Maltellus.
I don't.
This domain is rather strong, but not leaps and bounds different from Exio's.
Okay, this is cute.
I knew it.
When did you start making logical arguments?
No one told me this game had really nice background fucking interactions while serious plot was going on. The fuck, game? Also, you know what? That's a nice character quirk for Dezel.
I remember this place was in the Celestial Record.
Yes, this thing we've been to before.
The village chief knew the whole thing by heart, didn't he? Impressive.
The Shepherd is granted 4 powers.
You probably had
Earth,
to
water,
stare at that thing
fire,
for a while.
and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity.
That's just what the village chief was saying. You memorized it?
More or less.
He's actually pretty decent at that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, Saray. You're more capable than I thought.
Fucking
What
ouch.
did you take me for?
But what exactly are the spiritual powers of the Shepherd?
All of nature is composed of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. Each one is governed by one of the 4 eldest seraphim.
Right. Eumacia, Amanak, Musif, and Hyanua.
Correct. They maintain the balance of the entire continent of Glenwood.
When you put it that way, they sound almost like gods. Though they lack a certain divine presence.
We feel much the same, actually. They're ostensibly the source of our seraphic arts, but we're basically never aware of them.
That's the nature of the 5 lords' existence. The Shepherd's spiritual powers are most likely the result of a fortification of elemental affinity through the blessings of the 5 lords.
And all to battle against the Lord of Calamity.
Kind of a shame that such wondrous power has to be squandered on fighting.
Now, where is Laphicet? Do we get to meet Laphicet?
There's something back there.
It's a trap. Totally a trap. But
A hidden door? Seriously, how cool is that?
I hate myself for saying it, but so cool.
Oh, do we get to see another shepherd? Hey. Look, I just want you to have this glove. You're a cute lad, but too much silver for my taste.
That man.
God damn it.
He was a former shepherd, wasn't he?
Yes.
I see. He seemed like a pretty laid-back fellow.
Unlike certain other shepherds.
Shut up.
Well, there's one more thing we learned.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one.
Huh?
Wait, you're not gonna ask her for more details? Wouldn't it be crazy useful to get info on your predecessor?
There's a reason why Lila never mentioned it, don't you think?
We know that much at least.
Saray, Mikleo.
But that reason just might be the key to all our problems. You better hope you don't regret it later.
They may be kids, but they're not as immature as you'd think.
Look, she has a magical oath that says fuck off. Also, wham! Something small and rectangular. Ah, the Yif Beast!
Mind if I kill them all?
Time you learn some humility.
Let's get him! We're in the land! No escape!
You're weak to physical attacks. How unfortunate.
Sweet dreams! Everyone okay?
It's like when I was playing Persona 5 for the first time.
Is that a monolith?
When there was a when I came across Pixie and I pulled out a gun and shot it for the first time, it was just like, oh, you're weak to gun. How unfortunate. What a horribly crippling weakness.
Stand strong!
Hey, they're weak to physical.
It looks like some sort of priest to me.
And I have a feeling it's pretty good with arts from the way it looks.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Ready?
They're actually quite bad at it. They're bad at physical and magical combat. They're really shitty.
It's over! That's the way!
Your words shall make you vulnerable.
Lion Towel! That
Heal
did
my
it!
ailment.
Lion Towel, right!
Heal my
Lay your
ailment.
hand! Lord of Wind! Ready?
Trouble. Gather and grant me protection.
Edna, be careful! Lion Towel! Back off!
Wind blade. Here goes.
Dark Star!
Death Miss Mioma! Blade of fire! Breakthrough! What a formidable opponent!
Fucking spellcasters. Slinging that dirty magic across these halls. Gunking up my fucking battlefield with their incessant use of spell casting.
Okay, here goes. My divine flame. I'm not done yet.
How's this?
Turn all.
Steel shot!
Back off! Not yet!
Radiant peak. Dagger shot. Fang blade.
Ready?
Reform.
No
Don't
escape!
let up.
Sweet dreams!
You can't be finished yet.
Run him through!
Weak to physical attacks has to be a crippling weakness in any RPG game.
Be gone!
The power of purification ain't no joke.
It's like, oh, what are you weak to? Basic attacks? Oh. Oh no. I forget that you could just like the seraphim. No. No. Stop it. I will fucking... They hit hard, I'll give them that.
Binding vortex! Don't let up!
Back off! I can't lose!
Spirit healing circle! Back off! Time you learn some humility, yeah?
Lion's Howl!
Same Sarah! Open the way forward!
Okay.
Aim and fire! Shatter the loop!
Not yet!
Show him. What for? Here goes!
I won't lose!
Offer your protection! Don't give my all! Gather and grant me protection!
Healing powers! Nice job, Mikleo!
You've been slacking off, haven't you?
Ah.
We cannot avoid this battle!
Be gone! Strike! How's
Oh,
this?
this is my time!
Lion's Howl!
Bye!
Back off! Lion's Howl!
Lightning strike!
Be gone! Back off! Sweet dreams!
Scumbag! This is it!
Kill the caster! Kill the caster! The lizard wizard must die!
Well, that's a wrap!
It is within my royal decree that all lizard wizards must perish. For the sins of their ilk, they must all perish in a fire.
No escape! Back off!
Burn crimson!
I'll give
My divine flame, like the trigger blade! Clear all! Radiant peak! Clear shot!
Lion's Howl! Back off! Sweet!
Vermilion rain! Helen, gotcha! Burn right red! Then celebrate just like the trigger blade!
Freezing strike!
Clear all!
Ready? Looks like we win!
You know, that begs the question, did I learn any arts? Nope. We learn arts pretty slowly. Though, that said, I do remember that we now have some new moves. I'm gonna want the up to be Arrow Squall, down to be Bubble Arrow. Do we have a new spell? Crown Fire. So Burning Echo is okay, but I'll put Burning Echo as down. And then for neutral, scatter paper across an area. Create a hot blast after yeah, Crown Fire. We learned Crystal Tower calls up crystals from the ground beneath a maximum of 3 targets. Due to this trait, it is best used against crowds. Rock Satellite, I'm gonna put down. And Crystal Tower to be neutral. Just what do you have? Strata Shield melts into the air with blades of wind, and for a limited time become completely untargetable by enemies if an ally is present. Higher Seraphic Art of Gale Phantom. This I'll actually have as down. I'll keep Gale Phantom as up. That seems right to me. Yeah, I remembered. Like, oh hey, we have alternate versions. I have to check if I put Crown Fire to neutral. Yeah, I put Crown Fire to neutral. Let's test it out. Also, the Suck Zuck.
Well now.
You're just called Devil.
And here I thought devils only existed in books.
For real? Anything goes at this point.
Oh,
Be
hell
sure to
yeah.
watch out for its spear.
An actual attack spell.
You feel it? Pillars of flame! Flow force! Burning echo! Flow force! Burning echo!
Dancing flames! Dancing flames!
Whoa!
Dancing flames!
Crown fire!
Not yet! Not yet!
Purgatory of flame!
Sweet dreams! Get lost! I need a hand!
Retreat for now! Go!
Release my spirit!
We're survivors, no matter the odds.
Ah, fuck you, game. It had me use the move, but it didn't give me the healing because I was just a couple frames off. Okay. Whatever, we're gonna... items. Gonna heal Saray slightly, and then we're gonna switch out Lila. Also, let's actually fuck around with equipment. That will actually do us wonders. We'll take a fell step. You know what? It'd be really helpful if my defense was a bit higher, so I'll take that. I'll keep the Void Ring because getting neutral resistance is always better than nothing. Curious Cat. I'm at max proficiency. You know what? Now, I'll take penalties, but I might as well just start leveling up the other titles. So we have Seasoned Harrier that we just finished. I don't know if Focus will do well for us, so we're gonna take the Shepherd trait and level that up. Grown Up Child, you have your defense up, so let's actually give you a focus increase. Yes, that'll be good. It'll lower your defense, but hey, it will actually do your wonders. Calcite Garment. And literally anything will be an improvement. We'll give you a Floric Garment. Attack plus 12. Twin Blade Fencer, Twin Blade Striker. You don't use Seraphic Arts very often. We're gonna do Bullish Merchant. That's real good. I feel like your art attack is real good for you. You're still leveling it. Okay, that's interesting. You have your shit. That's just better on you. If I were to give someone an upgrade, I will prioritize Mickley over you. Sorry. It drops his physical attack, but what's the harm? Give you some shoes. Niccolo still has a pretty set of bonuses going on for him. That said, let's immediately ruin it. And no, honestly, none of them are doing it for me. Dragon Tail. Increases his defense by a lot. His physical attack will be fucking shit, but he's a mage anyways. Go lower his focus. Let's try and cook something up. That's still good. I have to remember that you can. There's strategic equipment slot. Oh, he'll be fine. Soray's gear is just a fucking mix match atrocity on the skill board. Honestly, I might not even fuck around with the skill board all that much. Your weakness is physical. How unfortunate. Everything is weak to physical here.
Rolls everything.
God, that is interesting. Like, everything has a modicum of magic resistance. Like, it's just weak to physical attack.
Lions, sweet dreams. Be gone!
I mean, on the flip side, it makes it so that just I don't need to rely on my armadas.
Looks like we win.
It's like don't have to rely on our armatization all that much. They require Q. Now we can open that door. But first, we must go to the previous one. Go on forth, ye nay bitch. Onwards and upwards. I will put that back. And is this equipment? Ah, interesting. Let's actually look at fashion. Who is going to be the person we experiment on? Rose, you don't have any... Wait. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, it was that outfit. I was like, what the heck is... This, on the other hand. Let's make Rose a little cringy. Why not?
What rich malevolence!
Heal my ailment.
Whack.
How's this?
Healing
That did
circle.
it.
Ow.
Lightning strike.
Have some
Simulant.
Segway.
One
Purify the...
Wind land!
Be gone!
Fuck you.
Time to be trained on a dime. Watch it.
Purify the earth! Very soon!
Now we can split up. Let's split up and look for clues, gang.
This isn't over!
Fear my way!
Ow, my limbs.
Your words shall make you vulnerable.
Ow.
Hang on, everyone!
Heal my ailments.
Lion Towel! Edna! Earthborn! What a formidable opponent!
I died twice. Don't look at me. I have shamed my family. The flip side of these things is that they hit really hard. Which I think that just might be because I'm under-leveled. Oh, better cookie. I wonder if anyone learned some new support talents. Nope. You're all the same so far. Yeah. If we get Alicia back in the party, I wonder what her, like, what her thing will be. Like, if she even has anything in the other 2 slots, or if they, like, fully developed her kit. Ghosts. Are the ghosts? I felt the presence of a ghost. There's the fucking ghost. God damn it. Ah, yes, a little Yifa. Get fucked
Looking
on.
for a fight? Oh, you found it.
Strike! Radiant is over!
Dazzle.
Begone!
Chill.
Ready? Strike! Ready to hand!
This actually might be a decent time to grind a little bit.
It's over! Lion Tower! Back off!
Simply because we have a bunch of enemies weak to the same damn, like,
It's over.
just weak to basic attack.
Purification complete!
But the XP they're giving is not all that great. You know what? Let's change the battle difficulty. Let's switch it up to a little bit easier, and see if we start leveling faster. We'll give it the true experience.
Let's do this!
Run him through!
Be gone!
Your words shall make you vulnerable. Double defense.
Lion Towel!
Time you learn some humility.
Whoa! Lion Towel! Lion Towel! Sweet!
Make you vulnerable.
Don't get caught!
Go on, Soul Titan.
Back off!
Lord of Wind!
Heal my ailments.
No escape! How's this? I need a hand!
Gotcha.
Tiger
Healing
Blade!
circle.
Ha!
Let me roll
Tiger Blade! No escape! How's this? The ruins are calling me.
I feel like we're leveling a little bit. That was a bit more XP. Oh, so a little thing is that in between, so I will state just right up front that after Song of Three Realms, I do want to do more I do want to do more campaigns.
Pretty sure I've mentioned that Hellions can possess objects.
Does it mean that it can master its owner's sword skills?
You're a sharp one. Avoid close combat if you can.
No use defending.
Rising Sand! Cry out! Take this!
Burn to a crisp.
Rising Sands! Cry out! Hang on, everyone! Hang on, everyone!
Through.
Rising Sands! Echo Shot!
Like, I do want to do campaigns after the Song of Three Realms, like Butcher and Eberron campaign. And I kind of wanted to do a sci-fi setting for a little bit. And I'm thinking, it's all but certain that it's going to be in the Pathfinder system. Just simply because,
I'll handle this, Rose.
Gravity rules everything!
Earthborn!
Get the crap out of it.
Rising Sands!
these guys have a lot of sense.
Cry out! Take this! Quiver! Earth Pulse! Rock Winner! Earth Pulse! Rock Winner! Alight! Surging Landscape! Destroy! Die! Quiver! Not yet!
I'm not done yet!
Guard Decay. Run him through.
Rock Winner!
Windlands. Attack.
Frozen Shake!
Rock Winner!
Time is contained on
Now-
a dime. Watch.
Now you might think, hey, if I'm doing a sci-fi campaign,
You know, you're pretty mature, Rose.
and it,
Coming from you, I'm not sure how to take that.
What now, Edna?
And
you're
you're such a kid.
it's like, and because the campaign will be spacefaring, like I do want to mess around with ship combat. It does beg the question of why not Starfinder?
Mind if I kill them all?
Gravity rules everything!
Ready?
And my thing is, I do not like how the enemies are designed in Starfinder.
Take this!
I also want to have actual like magic in this setting, which I think Starfinder kind of has like it has magic, but it's kind of in the same way as like XCOM. They're like psionic. Like they have like these kind of avatars of like energy, and that doesn't really appeal to me. It's not the type of magic I like. And there's a lot of classes I really like in Starfinder. Not Starfinder, Pathfinder.
Everyone
as opposed
okay?
to Starfinder. I do like the stamina health system that Starfinder has, and I like the ship combat of Starfinder. So I'll definitely be taking notes from how it does ship combat.
Let's do this!
But
Ready? No escape! How's this?
But I did have one issue, and that is how stat blocks are designed, which, yeah, of course, I could probably change it. But one thing I really disliked about Starfinder when I played it is that a very optimized, borderline min-max level 3 Starfinder character
You're through. Brutality.
is...
That's it.
when it comes to the piloting skill, a level 3 pilot with the
Looks like we win.
that is min-max to all shit just for piloting is equal to the piloting skill of a CR1 pilot. And I don't like that.
Praise here.
Gravity rules everything!
I want it that if somebody expects
Contained on a dime. Watch it.
like if somebody is spec'd into a skill,
Light the way.
Crystal Tower!
Not yet.
Rock Winner! Take this! Lightning
like, if somebody wants to make a, like, I'm an
What a
ace pilot
formidable
build,
opponent!
and they're fighting somebody that is a lower pay grade than them, they should not be equals in skill. It's like, hey, I'm playing as an ace pilot. Like, my character concept is that he's probably one of the best pilots this side of the galaxy, or some shit like that.
You ready, Saray?
Or just a really good pilot. Fighting grunts below you? They should not be your equal. Just like, yeah, they're trained in piloting, that's kind of their job. But like, they're filler enemies. I don't think it feels a little bit like the equivalent of if a goblin was just as powerful. I guess not a goblin. But imagine if a goblin had the same base attack bonus as a fighter. Like a level 3 fighter. Like, the fighter would probably feel like shit. Like, oh great, this thing just naturally has a better attack, like, base attack bonus than me. If it was like a character that spec'd into it, like let's say they got a mastercraft sword from one of their background traits. They put all their points into strength so that their 2 hit is really high. They choose features that give them just a little, like ever so slight accuracy bonuses with that specific weapon. They did all they can, so they're really good at that one weapon, and then they find a goblin with the same weapon that's just their equal. And the goblin isn't like an important NPC, it's just a goblin. There's 3 of them. There's like 3 goblins, and they're just as good as at the sword as he is. And that is my issue with Starfinder. Is their enemy design kind of, I just look at it and go like, that, I don't like that. Which I guess it would technically be easier to just shift the enemies.
Well, that's a wrap.
Instead of shifting an entire system. But on the flip side of the equation, I really like the Pathfinder classes. First edition, not second edition. I actually don't like second edition Pathfinder. Like, maybe the time maybe in the amount of time that since I've last looked at it, it might have gotten better. But when I looked at Pathfinder second edition, it didn't look good in terms of class design. They all felt the same.
Not bad, but still well below average.
Like, of course, there's like the, hey, this stat is more important. Like, there's obviously small minor differences between the various classes, but they were so small when I last looked at it that I just couldn't, like, no, that was just a big turn off for me with the system. I did like their like take on stats where it's like you don't roll stats. Everybody is kind of balanced around. They start with this number. Like everyone's fairly balanced against each other. You don't have extremes in either direction. I kind of like that. And the idea of half-elves and half-orcs being a variant of human. Considered a human option. Like, it's novel. It's interesting.
Please, Edna! Ready? No escape!
So,
That's better.
Ready?
like, it did something interesting.
Hold on! This isn't over!
Also, the idea that every
Not yet!
enemy, well, every class just has a, like, alright, chances are you're gonna at least spec a little bit into perception, or we're gonna... It's like... It's like, obviously, they're... Crap, which was my point?
Mind
Like,
if I
it
kill
did
them
some
all?
things I thought was interesting.
Strike! Yeah! Blade bang! No escape! It's over!
But on the downside, it also did a lot of things I didn't find interesting. Like making sure everybody was at least slightly spec'd into perception. Like that's an okay idea.
Getting you alive. What a waste of time. I'll make this faster. I'll handle this, Rose.
Time you learn some humility.
Sorry. Which would then make it so that the rogue wouldn't just automatically shit on anyone who didn't decide that their character was going to be super perceptive.
I need a hand!
Take this! Gather and grant you protection!
How's Rose win? Back off! That's in it! Be gone!
Heal
Not yet!
my ailment! Fight with protection
Torrent
towards
spear!
That's the end of that!
It's like that's a nice balance to things. But I hate that all the martial classes and all the magical classes were essentially just reskins of each other. I did not like that.
Not in the mood, but oh well.
Ready? No escape! It's over! Radiant heat! I need a hand!
Healing circle! Lightning
Lion towel! Back off!
Like,
Back off! Lion towel!
Lightning protection!
like I enjoy when
Dreams! Strike!
there's variation between characters.
And stay down.
Terra mine!
Worthless.
Yeah!
Not half bad!
Strike!
Glimmer dragon!
How's this?
Scrappy rules everything!
Yeah!
About
Blade
time!
bang!
You're through! Brutality drive! That's it!
Scrappy rules
Be
everything!
gone!
I can't believe there are so many Hellions out there!
I'll
I'll handle this road.
So I think I'm gonna modify Pathfinder.
No use defending.
Words shall make you vulnerable.
I don't think Starfinder is by any means a bad system, and nor does it face like the Starfinder world setting bad either. I actually really like some of the concepts, like the idea that Hell Knights are a sort of elite piloting force.
You sure work hard.
No, compared to what Saray goes through, this is nothing.
I really like how they do Hell Knights in Starfinder. It's just such a cool concept, and I love it. The player race options are really nice. You have like those like little smart, intelligent rat folk.
Ready, everyone?
Like borderline Skaven motherfuckers. They're real cool. You got Big Lizard Man. You have Android. Which you have that in Pathfinder, so we're not missing out in that department. They're just a bit different. Again, I like the idea of you have stamina health and you have actual HP health. Like stamina, you get all of it back at the during a rest, but then HP obviously heals at the same rate as it does in Pathfinder, so having a good portion of your HP be made up of health that regrows back at a good rate is that nice balance between the brutality of Pathfinder's healing and the complete just hand you back all the HP that 5th Ed does. Like, you get back all your HP after a long rest. Like,
you ready, Saray?
Some settings it just doesn't feel right to do that, and like a couple of friends of mine have had world settings where they kind of had to alter HP regen over the course of a, like, they had to really mess with long rest for their world setting to get that feel. And I think Starfinder hits that nice blend between getting all your shit back real quickly and having and coming out of a day wounded. Like, you get basically half your health back.
Let's do this!
Attack, spell beast!
Be gone! Strike! Vengeance takes over!
Barrier! Fight stop!
Tiger Blade!
Go on!
Hang on, everyone!
Gravity rules everything!
Sword Rain!
Rapid trigger!
I won't lose!
Gravity rules everything!
Yeah! Blade Bang! Sword Rain! Radiant Heat!
Gravity rules epic strike!
Earth Dragon Bang! Sonic Flurry!
Frozen Shake! Go on you! Gather and grant me like Tiger Blade!
Like,
Lord of Wind! Earth Dragon Bang!
We're not done yet.
like it's that nice blend
Blade Bang!
where it's like
Dark Star! Sword Rain!
you're handed a lot of
I
essentially,
still got stamina to spare.
because your stamina is a second health bar that recharges like it would in 5th Ed, but then you have actual health that recharges like it does in Pathfinder. So like, so you sort of get half of your HP back when you finish when you finish a night's rest. Then you get your actual hit points back over time slowly, which then gives credence to like medics and characters that actually prioritize in the well-being of others through the use of actual medicine and physicians.
Ready?
You're not done yet.
Yeah. I think it's time to take a breather somewhere.
That's another thing.
Focus, guys!
I'm kind of just grinding.
Ready?
I have to be a little bit focused because some of these enemies can just fucking really rip through a health bar if I'm not paying attention.
I need a hand!
Like that.
You're pretty much screwed.
Shake him
The
up!
kind that can change on a dime.
Right! Quiver! Quiver! Surgeon Rest! Sweet dreams! Take this! Hang on, everyone!
Feel it?
Echo shot! Rock ringer! Quiver!
You know, you're pretty mature, Rose.
So I really like the balance that they strike with that. Where it's kind of just, hey, you have, like, your party isn't gonna be fucking shredded at the end
Would
of
you
each
like some?
day. Like, you're not gonna, like, a level 1 character, they're not gonna be stabbed by a goblin and be completely, like, out of it for several days. But on the flip side of the equation, fucking knives hurt.
Hey, can I mention something? This is something I realized when we met the Pope, but I believe it was Cardinal Fortin who preceded the motion for war. That chief we met? I can't see him making the decision to declare war like that.
So, does that mean you're going to...
You want to purify the Cardinal, don't you?
I do. She may have become a Hellion, but I still believe that her sense of responsibility is sincere.
If you purify her, I'm sure she can be saved.
I think so too.
All right then, let's give it a shot. I've got your back on this one.
But
Rose,
But
you don't
if
need
you
to
fail,
say anything. It's just
she's
how
dead.
things shook out.
If you fail, she's gonna fucking die. Okay, before we actually get into the fight, first off, what the fuck's over here? Hug a wall. No illusions. Well, that's unfortunate.
Do we really need to do this?
ready?
Go on,
Sweet dreams, loser.
All right! Skin you alive!
Camera.
That's the way!
We...
I still got stamina to spare.
Which we already have some character concept. Thomas, who plays 3 in
I need you, Dezo. Your words shall
in
make you vulnerable.
Song of Three Realms, is going to be playing as a monk.
Time to learn some humility.
He kind of wants to do gun fu.
Earth Dragon Bang! It's over! Tiger Blade! Let's give it up! Sonic Fury! One through! Windland!
Guess this is trouble.
Edna, be careful!
Scumbag!
Earth Dragon Bang!
Gather and grant me
Earth Lord!
Attack, foul beasts!
Repeating giant!
Well armed. Be
Hang on,
careful.
everyone!
Well armed. Be careful.
Repeating giant!
Attack, foul beasts!
Rock winner!
Vengeance fang!
Surging landscape!
Which that would be fun. Like a little mercenary. Don't know what the other people will make.
You
They're
ready,
not
Saray?
they're not very used to Pathfinder as a system.
Dragon Fang!
I think Thomas has had the most experience, but even he's a little bit in the dark. I think of my friend group, I have the most experience of the system. And I have my favorite. I don't know everything about the system. It is still what I consider new territory. But I know I like first edition Pathfinder a lot better than I do second edition Pathfinder.
Edna, be careful! Sonic Flurry!
I also like it better than just D&D 3.5e, but one thing with 3.5e that it has that I kind of want in Pathfinder,
I still got stamina to spare.
which I'll have to search for if they do have an equivalent to this. There's a lot of options in Pathfinder, which makes it really daunting to get into. It's just so many options. One thing in third edition that I just thought was like really cool
Ready, everyone?
was the Archivist class.
It won't end here!
Just chill out, okay?
Like, the Archivist class is probably one of the cooler concepts. Like this weird mix between a monster, like a monster hunter,
Hello, little
and
help?
an intelligence-based
I think it's time to take a breather somewhere.
cleric. Like they used cleric slash like
Sure is a lot of
occultist
gold lying
magic.
around out there.
Like they used holy magic, but they had it in like their own equivalent to a spell book, and they were intelligence based. And instead of having like channel energy abilities like clerics did, they had dark lore where they would go up, take a moment, and recite information that they would know about an enemy after doing a check on them, and give allies a bonus to attack that enemy based off of how well they did on the check, giving you a bonus for giving you a bonus for I think 15, 25, and 35 on the check. And depending on the creature was depending on the type of check that you need to make.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
So, if you're going to do the, if you're going to go up and recite information about aberrations, that would be a dungeoneering check. But if you wanted to recite information you knew about, like about animals, that'd be a nature check. And then they would have feats specifically for them that would allow them to target more creature types like dragons and humanoids.
I can't lose! I'll give my all!
And I thought that was a really cool concept. I really like that as a concept.
I need a hand!
The meta magic in 3.5e as opposed to Pathfinder also got like really wacky. Like spell storing eyes.
Be gone! No escape! It's over!
Back off!
Get off me!
No escape! It's over! Lion Tackle!
Everything!
Don't let up! Yeah! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Let's keep it up!
So an interesting
What a
thing
formidable opponent!
is the character Emil Sharp in Song of Three Realms. He is the original concept for his character. I made him as a 3.5e character because a friend of mine actually wanted to run a small campaign. It didn't last very long. The campaign ended about after a session or two. But I was really happy with the design of the character. We did get the infamous... We did have the infamous exploding crit situation pop up that session. Not for me. I have terrible luck. But I was playing with Gray. He was playing as like a fighter. And Greg, he's notorious for crazy good luck. I'm notorious for crazy bad luck. He's notorious for crazy good luck. So out of our group, I'd be the Will Wheaton. He'd be the Taliesin Jack.
Destroy. Yeah. I think it's time to take a breather somewhere.
And so, in the like couple sessions we had of that 3.5e game, we went up and fought like this undead guy. He was like a boss fight. And first turn of combat, I went up, I scanned him, gave Greg a small bonus to hit, and it's like, this is his weak point. Then Greg's character rolled a nat 20 to attack, rolled a nat 20 to confirm the crit, then rolled high enough to confirm that crit. So he did triple damage. And like I don't know whether it was rolled that he did double damage or triple damage. The point is, he did crazy damage. It basically one-shot the enemy. Like, it was a low-level encounter, but we was expecting, like, a couple back-and-forth turns, at least, like, a couple rounds to be exchanged between between the three of us, like, because it was just me and Greg in that fight. He was expecting a couple turns of combat at the very least. I was a support character, so he wasn't expecting much damage from me. Though I did have, I think, Guiding Bolt stored in one of my eyes. Because 3.5e is wild when it comes to meta magic. If you haven't a high enough dungeoneering skill, you can get a meta magic where you're like, I studied up on beholders for long enough to know how to shoot lasers out of my eyes. And so you could just have spells stored in your eyes. And so in one eye, Emil Sharp had Cure Wounds as a laser in his left eye and Guiding Bolt in his right eye. Because that was just funny to me. Plus burning capacity. Where's our girl? That's the best. We probably want to put that on like the good paper. chloric paper. Amber paper? What's the best paper we have? Is it? I don't think it's... I guess we want the one with the highest magic attack, not the one with the most physical attack. So we'll put it on this. Good. Good that we did the exploration. We did the thing and explored.
You ready, Saray?
Run him through! This isn't over! I won't lose!
I'm out of stamina.
Deal with that.
Ready to go! No escape!
I'm out of spirit.
Alright! It's over!
I still got stamina to spare. You guys hanging in there?
But yeah, Emil Sharp, he was originally, the reason why I have him like always like writing shit down is that Emil Sharp, what I was gonna do with him as a player character is that he was a chronicler.
I need you, Dezo.
His entire purpose is that he'd go out, go on journeys, and record where he's been
Once you deal with that.
and what he's seen.
Think your time or
And just see major events and stories as they happened and write them down. Which is kind of why I made him a bard. It's like, it's kind of a bard thing to do, is to just go up and regale tales of legend.
Quite a fearsome fighting style.
So like that's why in Song of Three Realms he's a bard. Though I made him a little bit pathetic in that. And so the fun little thing that I did with him for the couple of sessions I got to play as him is that at the end of each session I would write a recap from Emil's point of view, as if it was, as if he was chronicling it. Which is just it's just a nice, it's a nice little thing.
Your words shall make you vulnerable.
Tiger Blade! Dragon Fang!
It'd also be helpful to Greg, who has real bad memory.
It's over!
Your words shall make you vulnerable. This is it. Glimmer Dragon.
Ready?
We have a joke that Greg is having onset dementia at times.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
And I'm gonna want Lila at level 31 as well.
Ready for this?
No use of
Time to learn some humility.
Glimmer Dragon.
Lion's Howl! Sonic
I hate that in this game.
Doesn't look good.
Well armed. Be careful.
So one thing I really don't like about this game
Sweet dreams!
is just the fact that when you attack an enemy while they're casting, instead of being interrupted, they speed up casting. I think that's dumb.
You ready, Saray?
No, you
Sleeping
can
Dragon!
here!
Your words shall make you
It won't end here!
vulnerable!
Guard the cave!
Soul Siphon! Street
Attack,
Fighter!
foul beast!
Gravity rules everything!
Vengeance!
Ready?
Gravity
No
Trigger!
escape! It's
One
over!
through.
Time you learn some humility! Air Pressure! Protection!
Ready?
Your words
No
shall make you
escape!
vulnerable!
No,
Take this! Soul Siphon! Dissipate
Ready?
yours!
Sweet!
Air Pressure!
Radiant heat!
Your words shall make you
One strike.
vulnerable!
It's over!
Soul Siphon!
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
But yeah, I really had fun with the concept of the Archivist class. And I wish there's something like that in Pathfinder. Which, hey, if anyone's watching the VODs, I have a Twitter at lore. It was gonna be lore expectations, but I cut it off. So it's just lore expectatio, and then 1. It cuts off at the NS and puts a 1 there. Which I don't know why it did that. But hey, if you
I prepared the bottles.
if you know of an archetype that's like the Archivist from Pathfinder, like, 1st edition, like, tweet me, like, hit me up, I'll greatly appreciate it.
I need you, Dezel!
One through! I won't lose!
Rainbow!
No use to
Whoa! Ready? Strike!
Like,
Time you learn some humility! Double Demon Fist!
like Emil Sharp in Song of Three Realms is obviously a much different.
Hang on, everyone! I need a hand! Strike! How's this?
Like, the face and name are the same, but his personality and goals and all that stuff
It's over!
is way different.
5 stars!
He's definitely far from the mighty player character he once was.
Rampaging giant!
Foul beast!
I need a hand! Be
Which-
gone! Rock Winger! What a formidable opponent!
Which, fun fact, as a direct consequence to not doing his rescue mission and having NPCs do it instead, Emil Sharp is now what is considered Ceramorphed. Because I was already gonna have him be a little bit Ceramorphed anyways, but just a little homebrew content that's on DM's Guild as of right now that I really recommend and will vouch highly for is a little book by Christopher Zito, Aloysius' Guide to Social Acceptance. It includes stats for Ceramorphed characters, which has been really helpful. Ah shit, I forgot to put the difficulty back to moderate because I wanted to fight the...
What is this? A museum?
What a dreamboat.
He's awfully cute.
Huh, is this kind of guy your type?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't dislike it. It's lifelike and artistic.
Seriously, it's almost like they're alive.
Almost
They
like
were.
they were alive, is more
There
like
we
it.
go, Dazzle. We saw people
He
turn to
looks like
stone.
Sergei.
Oh no! You don't suppose this is Sergei's brother?
This statue, it's human.
A hellion that turns people to stone? For real?
You saw her
I've heard
use this
such tales
tower
in
in
particular.
action.
Such unpleasant cacophony. Kindly refrain from disturbing my prayer.
Is this prayer of yours what's causing the rain?
Yes, quite so.
Ooh, she's a snake
Why?
lady.
To bring the people together through
Lady
fear.
Twitter is a snake.
The people's
She's
desperation
toxic
shall
and
serve
venomous.
as fuel, spreading the flames of victory for the Empire. To those who would stop me, I offer eternity!
Look away! If you make eye contact, you'll be turned to stone!
Dang!
I'll break us through!
Get back!
Ah!
Fool! I can grant a seraph eternity as easily as any human.
Can you now? Looks like you should have saved a little eternity for yourself.
You monster! How did you...
Because he's not looking at you.
So that's it.
Knock the hat off him.
Dazzle, your eyes.
You're...
Pretty handy, huh?
Enough! No more eternity for any of you. Those who dare interfere with me shall be slaughtered like lambs!
Here it comes. When it opens its eyes, give me the Armatus.
May your knowledge...
How can you fight when you can't even see?
What do you take me for? I can read everything by feeling the movement of the wind.
That's rad. Maybe I was wrong about you.
You've got time to flatter me, then watch your own ass.
Resilient aim!
Come forward! No use defending.
Ready?
Strike! Attack, fell beasts!
Ready?
That's actually really cool.
It's over!
I feel like certain things about
Let's give it up! Sonic Fury! Tiger Blade! Dragon Bang!
I think certain things with Dazzle might betray him being blind, but we'll chalk it up to Seraphim sensing powers or some shit like that.
Ocean Blitz! Blue
Tiger Blade! Earth Dragon Bang!
As yours,
I need a hand!
Blue Flurry! Break
Blade
down!
Bang! Let's keep it up! Sword Ring! That did it!
Here goes!
Attack, fell beasts!
Ready? Strike!
Spike them a level! Go under!
Yeah! Blade Bang! Let's keep it up! Sonic Fury!
Come!
No.
Smite them a level in! I'll make roller
Here!
Lord of Wind!
Gale Bang! Here goes! Come forth! Gale Phantom!
Smite them a level in!
Vanish!
Strategy! Sweeping Dragon!
Fearless Wings!
I'll be protection!
You feel it?
Soul Resonance!
Go! Fearless Wings! Shred 'em!
Would that be... Man, it'd be really funny if Dazzle was immune to like any blind condition the entire time. God, gotta get the extra stamina back. No.
Whirlwind slash!
I reckon you ain't the hugging type, girl.
Whirlwind slash! Multiple currents! Go! Whirlwind slash!
No, not my type.
Dragon Blade card!
Lady Twitter, you shall be destroyed by Icarus.
Here goes! Binding contact! Gale Phantom! Here's the next one! Torrent Speed Dark Star! Worthless! Not this time! Red! Carve my path! Worthless! Strike! Dragon Blitz! Come!
Can I not use?
I'll make rubble of you! Worthless! This is bad. Want your help?
Huh.
Nucleum! Dragon Blitz! Virulent Shards!
Spirit cleansing!
I need a hand! Virulent Shards!
Worthless!
Torrent Spear!
Worthless!
Strike! Torrent Spear! Dark Star!
Come! I'll make
Want your help?
You feel it? Soul Resonance! Not this time! Bring back! Carve my path!
Aim and fire!
Vanish!
Worthless!
Stratashield! Right!
Oh yeah.
Shepard! This is not malevolence. I have given myself completely to my country and to my people. What the? I am not corrupted by any malevolence.
That
can't
sounds like
purify her?
someone corrupted by malevolence.
Lila, try
would say.
again.
Okay.
I have a duty to guide the people. I must see it through.
She's got
What
too
a-
much malevolence.
What a weird
We
fucking
have to
angle.
stop it somehow.
We can't unless the Cardinal is willing to change her way of thinking.
Not gonna happen.
We must invoke a change of
Saray,
heart.
If a heart set on justice starts generating malevolence, how do you think it should be stopped?
Well,
That's what her angle is. She thinks her own personal justice and a universal sense of justice are one and the same.
We'll have to kill her.
Kill me? Oh, really? Tell me, if I were to die, who would be left to lead the country?
Literally anyone else.
What do the young Emperor and the Knights understand about politics? If the Shepherd saves their souls, will that stop them from starving? My duties! My responsibilities! Justice shall prevail! I shall be their savior! I shall be their guide!
Her spirit is shattered.
She'll never be human again.
Her malevolence was increased by animosity.
towards us.
Saray?
It's the only answer I can find. Sorry.
Does Saray have a kill? No?
May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
She's my dog. I'll do it.
Why?
I do recognize your determination, but even so, you shouldn't have to kill anyone.
But, Rose...
Remember, your job is to give life. Mine is to take it. Got that?
That's
Rose.
edgy as fuck, but I like it in
Now
concept.
then, let's leave the cleanup here to Sergei and the others. It's their job from here on out.
I had always thought of Rose as tough and callous, but I see now that's not quite right.
Just the opposite.
Don't let her see you frowning like that. You don't want Rose's feelings to go to waste, do you?
I don't. I feel so bummed.
Yeah, we all do.
I didn't feel underleveled for that, but that's because I was playing on normal difficulty. So you know what? That might... Oh, you did a nice job. That's a wrap, folks. Job well done. Oh shit. Puts the shit out of Red.
How saddening.
Lila, is there any way to...
Well, Saray, you're troubling Lila.
I'm sorry.
No, please don't mind.
If only I was stronger.
Don't be so arrogant. Is it your right to say who lives and who dies?
A little bit.
Guess I shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Also,
save your sympathy.
Yeah.
Panacea
Boris
is
accomplished
work,
what
right?
he needed to do, of his own accord.
We should do our best as well.
Yeah.
Or guess they
We'll just
don't.
keep on doing whatever we can.
Huh. Because I wasn't able to use it on Rose. So I wonder if you could use Panaceas.
Once the domain completely disappeared, I could tell immediately. Mautellus isn't here after all.
Lila, classifila, all the species, all the phyla.
So what? It doesn't matter now.
It does matter. It was a Hellion not even as strong as the Five Lords, and still we couldn't manage to purify it. Meaning we don't stand a chance against old Kittybeard.
Heldolf, huh? We still have a ways to go before we can face him.
Glad you understand. Now you need to get it together.
The real fight is about to begin.
There are still 3 trial shrines left to go.
Right. Can't afford to mope around.
So it wasn't Mautellus, and it wasn't her. But I can feel a presence nearby. She's still somewhere in Roland's.
We can't warp, meaning that they're... There might be a little bit of
I can still feel a presence yet in Pendrago.
Shall we go? Howling Daily! First forward!
Radiant heat!
Water! Let's get him! Shred my phone! No escape!
oh,
It's
done.
over! Lightning strike! Searching courage! Not bad, not bad. Ready? Strike! Return to void!
Who's next?
You know nothing! No escape! How's this?
Shield me!
Burn to a crisp!
Ready? Howling Deluge!
That was radiant, Edna.
Suppose I could learn from your level of reserve.
Enemies, huh? Let's go.
This isn't over! It won't end here!
Sleeping, don't let up! Now's my chance!
Sweet dreams! Well done! Hang on, everyone! Blade device! Get on! No escape!
I still got stamina to spare.
So, Malik / Seraphim, they can kind of spawn into existence or be created from the shell of a human, essentially.
Just focus on battle.
So,
Not bad, not bad. Earth Dragon Bang!
that begs the question.
Let's keep it up! Sweet dreams!
Well, I guess for the human, like the ex-humans, it makes sense for them to have genders. But what about the just spawned into existence one?
Blade Bang! No escape!
I think it's time to take a breather somewhere.
I guess, you know, masculine, feminine. That's not the real point. The real point, what they got a dick for.
Let's get started!
Return to void!
Attack, foul beast!
It's not for creating more seraphim.
Run up through!
May your Tiger Blade have you! Earth Dragon Bang!
I can assure you that.
Windland!
Howling Deluge!
Attack, foul beast!
First force!
Frozen ship!
Lion Tower!
Now's my chance!
I need a hand!
Just focus on battle. Concentrate.
Tiger Blade!
Shield me! Double
Strike!
demon thing!
How's this?
Slash!
Rid these demons! That did it! I need a hand!
Focus.
Healing
Ready?
power! Let's get him!
This fight is mine.
Sleeping dragon! Cap! Fangblade!
Scumbag. Shield
Take
sickness.
that, boy!
No use defending.
Ha! You know nothing!
Dark Day.
Be gone! Strike! How's this?
Radiant heat.
Try this on! Alright! Freeze Blazer!
Nope.
Lion Tower! Destroy!
I get so worried every time a spell is cast.
Time to take a breather.
It could be my head that pops off. What are we looking like, XP? Actually, we got new battle action. What we got? Split guard. Damage from Mystic Arts can be halved by pressing guard the instant the art hits. That's actually real good. We're not using a whole lot of our abilities. Yeah, that's good. We have a lot of AP, but not a...
I'll say. You want to become stronger, huh?
I didn't say anything.
It's obvious.
Concentrate!
Lightning strike!
Shield me! Be gone! Just focus on that! Right! Back off! Sweet dreams! This isn't over! It won't end here! May your knowledge seep from you! Mind Flayer!
Shining! Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! Who's next?
This one might actually be really helpful with Edna, because I don't think Edna has a whole lot of focus.
Do you think a day when Seraphim and humans can coexist?
Like, Dezel doesn't have a... Like, Edna doesn't have a whole lot of focus, but Dezel can give people focus. So, that might be a little bit helpful.
Hey, Dezel. Thanks for helping me out. With your help, we were able to win against Medusa.
I only did my job. That goes for both of us.
There's no fast traveling, so I wonder what's out that door.
Sorey, what of the Cardinal?
The Cardinal's dead. You committed
No
an
more.
assassination?
I see.
You?
We were able to convince the Emperor to believe us, but he wants to believe the Cardinal as well. To that end, he wanted an opportunity for both of us to have our say before him.
The Cardinal's not gonna show.
There's a chance the Knights might be labeled as assassins. Sorry.
Why, there's no need for you to apologize. I'll take all the blame for it.
That's the point. You don't...
Sorey wasn't the one who killed the Cardinal. A professional assassin showed up. They whispered thusly, "May these weary bones find peaceful rest."
But that's the calling card the Scattered Bones Assassin Guild leaves at the scene of their doings. Is this true?
It is, right?
The hell's wrong with you? Just say it.
Yeah.
I see. I shall report to my superiors about the Assassin's Guild. But to think they could carry out an assassination right under the Shepherd's nose. The Scattered Bones certainly exceed their reputation.
I don't know.
Just the GTA respect plus.
I'm quite sure they'll be pleased to hear it.
I couldn't save the Cardinal. I couldn't save anyone.
It stopped raining. How about we take a walk around town?
Is it really true? Cardinal Fortin assassinated? And with the Pope still missing, what is the church to do now? The fuck? Controller, I didn't even wiggle you that time. Greetings, Shepherd. I've heard the news from Captain Sergei. Leave the rest to us. We knights have no wishes to stir things up with the church. For the moment, we see to burying the victims post-haste. Contact the bishops as a matter of first priority. After that, the representatives and supporters in each of the regions. This calls for hasty action. We need to get in touch with the business community and ask them to prepare the speediest carriages for us. Yeah, Walker. Attention! The 7th Platoon will now be supporting the task of guarding and patrolling the city streets. The 8th and 9th Platoon will also participate. Now listen carefully. The long spell of rain has finally lifted. People will surely be especially keen to come out and catch the sun. Be on the lookout and remember your crowd control basics. De-escalation policy. Understand? You're not allowed through here. No, if I'm invisible. Damn it. Their thick aura prevents further movement. Their Chad aura prevents further travel. The rain has finally stopped. The customers should start returning now for sure. I'm just glad that both of us could go through without having to close up shop. I never thought I'd be so happy to see the sun. I feel like a drink is in order. I don't mean to wait for nightfall. Oh, night. Something big went down at the church. The palace is bound to get involved. Still, at least the sun's out at last. I try to envisage a bright future for us all. We have no words for you or for each other. We will stand out here, taking in the Floridian weather. Oh yeah, it's finally cleared up. We should be able to start getting in all the supplies that are held up until now. At the moment, we're missing everything. Food supplies, weapons, everything. Things are gonna start getting busy. Fuck yeah.
There are people you were able to save, Saray.
And you got to see the shrine church, right?
There's our touchy-feely Mickleo. Touch Leo.
Hey, knock
the
it off!
The church, if you will.
How long is this funk of yours gonna last?
Rose.
Nuh-uh, no sorries and no thank yous. You and I both just did what we could. Let's both of us keep doing our very best, okay?
Okay.
Okay is okay. And on that note, let's go rest up. I'm beat.
Is Lila one of the taller characters? It might just be her hair, but she might just be tall.
You're awake.
Right. Sorry, overslept.
Rise and shine, sleepy
The Emperor
fuck.
seeks to rule directly. However, the diehard followers of the Cardinal have begun to act in very suspicious ways.
So they're looking for a war, huh?
And without their leader, there will be no one left to keep them in check.
And so more will die.
Not on my watch. I promise I can stop this war so that your efforts will not have been in vain.
Thank you, Sergei. Now then. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving.
Let's see what the inn is serving.
Of course he's hungry. He's done nothing but sleep.
I'm surprised you slept so
A
well.
lot has happened.
Didn't your Dazzle grinding his teeth?
For Saray,
Oh yeah.
Guess his spirit needed the sleep.
will he be alright? I doubt this is the last time this kind of thing happens.
True.
You coming?
I do really appreciate the fact that they have background banter with characters that are not immediately in frame. Like, it kind of distracts from the plot a little bit, and it might be a little bit meddlesome to some people. But I really like the just the background banter. Like, I really thought it was just thought it was really cute with the fucking rest of the party. Well, the main focus is like, ah, man, what are we gonna do about the Cardinals forward? And you had Dazzle fucking giggling in the background from Lila's joke, and people are like, really? Really? You that humor does it for you? I thought that was nice.
Drago stew. I'd give that one about a 70.
Maven!
I heard about the church.
Word travels fast.
Nice.
It must be difficult being the shepherd.
Yeah, in more than a few ways, but I'm good.
I'll make sure of it.
I see. So, did you find anything out?
Yes, Nautilus was not there.
No?
It's true. We went all the way to the back of the shrine. No dice.
The Seraph Mautellus is shrouded in mystery. Some doubt whether or not he even exists.
The Shrine Church has been able to promote faith in Mautellus all the way back to the era of Asgard. That wouldn't be possible without the blessing of an extremely powerful Seraph, don't you think?
I believe that Mautellus really did exist and was supported by the people's worship.
But then in that case, the problem is, when did he disappear?
Well, he's a crazy powerful Mega Seraph with a blessing that covers the whole continent, right? When did he vanish? Same time his blessing went poof, I assume.
You mean the beginning of the Age of Chaos?
Wait, if Mautellus's disappearance was in fact the cause of the Age of Chaos,
then if his blessing returns, that might put an end to it. Let's search for Mautellus.
I can't remember. Is
Hey,
Mautellus
Got any ideas?
the true name of Laphicet?
Well, aside from Mautellus's Shrine Church, there are 4 other shrines where the power of the 5 lords is said to reside.
Let me look that up.
The Trial Shrines. We were gonna check those out anyway.
Huh, excellent.
If you learn anything on your journeys, let us know.
Sounds good. I'll try to trace the old legends as well. Farewell. Stay healthy.
Thanks.
Yep.
I'll be sure to inform Agil and the rest of the guild that you are doing well, my lady.
I'm hungry.
Looks like the two of them are starting to cheer up. Saray and Rose, I mean.
Hope so. Saray does worry me sometimes when he bottles things up.
He does, doesn't he?
But so do you, Lila. Don't forget, we're here for you too.
Yep. He becomes the
You're
dragon
quite right.
Maltalis.
Thank you.
Now, how exactly should we go about looking for the trial shrines?
That mural in Tentagel could tell us the general locations, but
But beyond that, we're probably just gonna have to go and look for them.
And it does say that he appears
So
in this
where
game.
does one look for a wayward Maltalis?
it'd have to be a place suitable as a vessel for one of the five lords. A clean and pure shrine, or a vast natural landscape with no malevolence.
Then a Shrine of Trials certainly sounds plausible.
The shepherd disappeared for months. Turned out, he was on the lam.
Poor Lila. We probably drive her up the wall.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, it's okay.
We've basically figured out the terms of your oath anyway.
Time to sing the Rat Pig song! Rat pig, with ears so sweet.
Oh, you mean when we talk about Maltalis?
Rat pig, such tasty meat.
Leave her alone. This is wrong in so many ways.
We're not accusing you of hiding anything. Honest.
That's right. And I can use the Flames of Purification, thanks to you.
We'll find out for ourselves anything we truly wish to know.
Thank you for understanding.
Pathetic. You'd let anyone pull the wool over your eyes, wouldn't you, Shepherd?
You took the oath too, Dezel?
Why would... Oh, damn it.
Is punch part of the oath? Because that'd be some funny fucking conditions for the oath. There's a purple star over there. I must go there. You there. What do you want? What do you need?
Agil, are you working?
Yeah, data gathering. I need to meet with 5 informants by the end of the day.
Well, fuck.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Agil is like the eyes, ears, and brains for us scattered bones.
So then, what are you, Rose?
I'm the head. I'm the boss at any rate.
A head, but not the brains. So you're the skull?
Shut up! You're ruining my metaphor.
She's the knife.
Well, our boss is more like a goddess of victory.
Ah, sweet.
Used to be Little Miss Goddess, of course.
Little Miss Goddess?
Back when our old boss was around. He used to carry her on his back all the time.
Those were good times, weren't they?
Yeah, I got the kick,
Help our comrades and defeat our enemies. It was simple back then.
So it was.
But things have changed. In the underworld, information is king.
Did you find any good leads?
A couple. The one they call Shepherd Malfour was originally a priest in the Church of Rollins. It seems he's angling to fill the power vacuum caused by the death of Cardinal Fortin.
Figures.
And then there's the business with the fake elixir. The church can no longer ignore the situation, and they've started investigating the source.
And does that mean that the village chief of Gadaden will...
He'll fucking
Gadaden?
die.
let me explain.
Well, you see, it all started with an abridged
so
series.
That's what was going on.
Egil, do you think the decision I made...
It was
the
terrible.
Boss's judgment is the Scattered Bones' judgment. But it might require a bit of following up.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to Gadaden and see how things stand.
Thanks.
Neat little side quest. Haha!
You sure had a grim look on your face when we left Pendrago.
I've got vengeance to seek in that town.
I'll save right here. And I think now is a wonderful time to call it a day. Oh, beans. Are fucking... Here. Oh, I'll end it. Right about now.